with the Lady Songbird Jinda. Join the Lady Songbird for uplifting discussions about her personal experiences in the music industry. She will be chatting with fellow artists, sharing inspirational stories, and exploring practical resources to help navigate creative journeys. Coming soon, 30-minute Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Soul to Soul. Sit down with the lady songbird, Jinda Harris. Let's talk. Hey, Jinda.
Hey, how you doing, William? How are you?
Excited. I'm looking forward to another fantastic show.
Yes, this is going to be an amazing show. Unmute your mic, Stan. Unmute your mic. Yeah. There we go. Yes. Hey. So I'm so excited about this. This is going to be an amazing 30 minutes. Y'all, me personally, been going through. I've had a horrible sinus infection all week long. Started from last week. I had to perform, horses. I had a show in Atlanta this past Saturday, and the week before that was Fayetteville. And I have a show coming up for Mother's Day, May 10th. I am in Augusta, Georgia, and then May 31st, I will be in Albany, Georgia. So, you know what? You want to think about being an artist, you got to press through. But doctor's orders, I'm on vocal rest. I haven't sang a note. I'm not doing that. But I did not this interview at all. So I want to introduce. Yes. So I want to introduce to each and every one of you all that are tuning in, all the thousands of listeners all over the world, international and national recording artists. I'm honored. My mentor, Stan Mosley.
Well, thank you so very much. Can I introduce this gentleman?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, this gentleman happens to be my godfather, and he is none other than Marshall Thompson, the founder of the Mighty Mighty Shylights.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Amen.
Yes. If my dad was alive, he would be stuck on this show because he loves some Shylights. Okay. Okay. Yes. So I just want to know. I mean, this musical journey has been. I am nowhere near the level that of showmanship that you are when it comes to traveling the world abroad, Stan. So can you enlighten me on letting me know and letting the listeners know how'd you get started in the music?
Okay, I'm going to do all of that. But before I do all of that, I want Marshall to let you know exactly what's getting ready to happen. And then I'll let you know about all of that stuff. Okay, Marshall, you got it.
Yeah, so listeners, if you're listening, you need to listen to this because this is some gems right here that we need to know. So go ahead. The floor is yours, Mr. Marshall Thomas.
How you doing? Welcome to your beautiful show there. Y'all got it going on. We want to bring out some things. Stan Mosley, my godson, is now getting ready to go on a world tour with me with Bobby D Productions. He'll be singing amongst 20,000 people per night on the show. He's doing background singing for me. I've been trying to get him to come on and work out with us for years. So now I finally got him up there. He got to singing overseas over there in Spain and Italy. I said, I'm gonna bring you on my show. So now he's
wow. That is so wonderful. You couldn't have chose a better person, I'm telling you.
Well, he's got the voice and he's got the style, and I have him up there singing with me on Have You Seen Her, Old Girl, Power to the People, all of our hit records, Super Bad Records, and now he's with the Hollywood Walk of Famer.
That is amazing. Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you so much, godfather.
Thank you so much. You all enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much for coming on to let us know that. That is so wonderful. And salute to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Stan,
yes.
So did you ever imagine all these things happening in your life? from the beginning?
Yeah, I can. I can actually imagine it because this is something that I dreamed of since I've been a child. I have always, in my entire life that I can recall, wanted to be an entertainer. I used to stand on the front porch of our house when I was about 7 or 8 years old with the water hose, mimicking Jackie Wilson, some other people. I used to do that, and yeah, I've always wanted to sing, and I did sing. You know, I've been blessed to be mentored and tutored by some of the greatest singers in the world. Marvin Jr. from the Dells was my main mentor. My idol is Bobby Womack. You know, I mean, I've been around some of the greatest. Your buddy, Ollie Woodson. That man used to, he kept me up all night one night in a hotel down in Montgomery, Alabama, talking to me. I said, man, do you ever go to sleep? And you know what he told me? He said, no, I listen to this music all night long and I sing these songs. He said, that's what your ass need to be doing. Ain't that Ollie?
I remember singing background for Ollie Woodson. And we were doing a show in Houston. He was doing that Luther Vandross tribute, and we were doing the show at Maxwell's in Houston, Texas. And I was singing alongside some phenomenal background singers. What's her name? Melanie Covington. I was myself, and it was another female. I can't even remember. I want to say T. Cake Ferguson, but I could be off. But to make a long story short, I learned everything from him because when it came to performance time, if you didn't sing that note right, I'm a first soprano. You best believe he could hit my note and tell me this is where I'm supposed to be.
I know he could.
I know he could. Playing that in their pocket, he would tell them to get up, and he would get on and say, "This is where you're supposed to be, right here."
Yeah.
He told me, "Shimmy, shimmy." That's how he would call me. He would call me Shimmy, shimmy. I don't know why. Shimmy, shimmy. You are always good as your last performance. So every time, bring your A game. Every single time.
Wow.
And he was an absolutely amazing, genuine, real person.
I love me some Ollie Woodson.
Yes.
That was my guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So
like I said, I've been around some of the greatest singers and performers in my life. You know, I've been blessed to have an opportunity now to do some things, man, that are just phenomenal. This last year, I was inducted into the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I also received the coveted BMA Music Awards here in Houston, Texas. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee right now. I forgot where I was at.
I love Memphis.
I'm in Memphis, Tennessee right now. We just left Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh.
And but we're in Memphis, Tennessee, and getting ready to go and hang out tonight with some of my buddies, man, that are down here, you know, making this wonderful music and stuff. But this year, I am being presented by the Just Blues Music Awards Foundation with the coveted Willie Mitchell Lifetime Achievement Award. That is the cream of the crop. You know, and to be the recipient of such a prestigious award just blows my mind.
You definitely worthy. You're definitely worthy.
Thank you so very much. It blows my mind. I have to perform that night too. After they give me this doggone award, I don't even know if I'll be able to stand up.
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm praying about it.
Man, that is so amazing. One thing for sure, if people don't know who Stan Mosley is, all you have to do, because when it came time to do the promo for the show, all I had to do is put your name up, and a plethora of music and songs. Your catalog is absolutely amazing. When did you start? What year was that when you first put your first record out?
The very first record came out in I want to say it was 1986. I used to be the valet, the driver for one of the blues greats that's in Chicago, Mr. Cicero Blake. And he had a phenomenal record called I'm into something.
Uh-huh.
People, oh man, these women love this song. Anyway, I was his opening act, I was his valet, and I was his driver. And I happened to put some music together with a brother by the name of Gus Thornton down in East St. Louis. We were related through marriages because we were married to two sisters. And he's a bass player. And I also worked with him when he was with Shirley Brown. And it goes way back in the 70s. But anyway, having worked with him, and I put this record out, and I got signed by Malaco Records.
Oh wow!
This was not an overnight process. This took a little while, you know. But the album that I put out initially, called "Standing Tall," received a lot of critical acclaim. Like in Japan, I won an award. I was on a compilation with Coco Taylor, Bobby Rush, Bobby Bland. And, you know, I'm talking about the heavy hitters. This is my first record.
So this came like right after that, just fell in the pocket.
Came out the gate like that, you know. And I'm like, wow, you know. So I thought that I was. I ain't gonna tell you what I thought I was, but it was a good feeling, you know. Anyway, having been picked up by Malaco Records, let me tell you something. I've had the opportunity once again to work with the legends, the best in the business. I was produced by Frederick Knight. I was produced by Charles Richard Cason. I was produced by George Jackson. I was produced by Floyd Hamberlin. I was produced by Paul Richmond. All these people that I'm naming to you are Grammy winners or Grammy nominated people. You know, like Frederick Knight. Frederick Knight wrote "Ring My Bell" for Anita Ward. He wrote "Sleep with One Eye Open" for Shirley Brown. He wrote that money song for Big Head Hunters for Johnny Taylor. You know, George Jackson. Yeah, George Jackson wrote everything for everybody. George Jackson wrote "Last $2" for Johnny Taylor. He also wrote "One Bad Apple" for the Osmonds. He wrote "Old Time Rock and Roll" for that white rock singer that was in the movie with I can't even think about the name of the movie. But I've worked with mega producers. Charles Richard Cason wrote "Good Love" for Johnny Taylor. He also wrote a lot of stuff for Lattimore. He just did a tremendous amount of work with a lot of people. Paul Richmond wrote "Shining Star" for the Manhattans. You know, I've worked with Grammy winners. You know, I've been blessed.
Yes. And that's the true statement.
I wanted to rub off on me now. You know,
that's right. That's right, and that's what you want. You want to be around greatness, because what happens when you're around greatness happens.
It rubs off sometimes.
Iron sharpens iron. Definitely. That is so absolutely amazing. So
I was overseas with Bobby Rush. I'll never forget. He told me this too. He sat out in the audience, way out there, way up in the top of the nosebleed section, and watched my performance. And when I was through performing, Miss Lowe, the lady that dances with him, told me, she says, "Stan, oh, you blew Bobby's mind when you walked out there, and that jacket was just shining in those lights and stuff like that." So she had me cracking up. But Bobby told me himself, he said, "Stan, I'm proud of you." He said, "You got it." I said, "What is it that I got?" He said, "You know exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing." And it showed tonight when you stepped on that stage. It just blew my mind, man.
Wow. I mean, definitely. You have performed for so many different people. And did you grow up loving blues? What genre of music? I mean, a lot of times, you know, people want to put an artist in a box.
No, I grew up loving the music that came out of the city of Chicago, that was recorded by groups like the Shylights, groups like the Dells, groups like the Impressions. You hear me? Groups like the Five Stair Steps. You know, that's what I grew up listening to. But then again, I was bitten by this bug called Motown. We would sit around on Sunday nights and look at the Ed Sullivan Show, and you were guaranteed to see either the Four Tops, the Supremes, or my all-time favorite group, the Temptations.
Yes.
And we would sit around and we would wait for this opportunity to see these people perform, you know. And Jackie Wilson was my number one solo idol. I mean, oh, good Lord.
What is it about Jackie Wilson? What was it about it?
Jackie, his charisma,
Uh-huh.
his voice, you know, and he'd jump up, throw the mic up and catch it and fall down on his knees and then jump back up and spin around. I can't do none of that. But I love seeing him do it, you know, and then the reaction of the crowd. Hell, I was just like them, you know. I loved it. It was exciting, you know, and it just motivated me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just looking back on those good times, I mean, that's just so amazing. Have you ever thought about doing a biography or some type of documentary on your life?
Yeah, when I get to that point where I can't do nothing else, you know.
You got a long way. You got a long way.
I hope that's the case. But
yes.
you know, I'm looking forward to doing what it is that I'm doing right now. I currently have an all blues album that I recorded with Eddie Stout for Dial Tone Records and Peavine Records in Japan. Now this album is the same album, but it's released on Peavine Records in Japan and it's released on Dial Tone in the United States. It's a wonderful, wonderful all blues album. You hear me? This is the first all blues album I've ever done. And
really,
I'm so proud of this thing, man. We've gotten really great critical acclaim across the world on the international stage. And then I had the opportunity in 2023 to headline the Lucerne, Switzerland Blues Festival. And we blew that sucker out the ship.
I know you did.
I had the Texas Horns.
Uh-huh.
I had the Moeller Brothers, you know. I just had some wonderful musicians. We went over there and we had a ball. These people stood up at this one concert because we did the main stage, and then we did the they called it the brunch thing, and where they had all the dignitaries and everything, and these people stood up and they clapped for over 10 minutes, and they stood up, clapped, and they wouldn't stop.
They wanted an encore. They wanted you to do some more.
But they got it. You know, I'm standing up there in tears. I didn't know what to do, you know, and then we were all standing in a line. And I looked up, the band had all took a step back and just left me standing out there by myself like that, you know, and it was mind-boggling, you know. I'm like, oh my God. And they're still clapping, you know. I'm like, oh, geez. It was one of the most remarkable experiences that I have ever had in my entire career. I don't think anything will ever compare to that.
I mean, you know, I am going to be able to go overseas finally in September, and I'm looking.
Wait till they see you.
So
I already know. I already know.
You told me a long time ago, so which is so awesome, and I'm now it's all coming into fruition with the tour that I have coming up overseas. So I'm so excited about that and what to endure. And you best believe I'm going to be calling you because this is a first.
Let me tell you something. When you go, treasure it and give it your all. Give it your all and embrace it, treasure it, and never forget it. You know, it's going to be something that's going to be with you for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And if you do what I know you do, they're going to love you.
Oh, you know, I want to definitely shout out to another mentor of mine that is the reason why I'm actually going overseas, Denise Brooks, which is an amazing friend of mine for years. And she sees what you see in me, that others, and she says they're going to love you. She already tours over there. She has a residency. She lives in Germany from Boston. So she said, you know, they're gonna love you, Jinda, when you open your mouth. I just know it. So I plan on going over there doing what you did.
Yes, sir. Yes. Don't take my word for it. Just go do it.
So, you know, so what's next? You know, we just heard the good news. Could you just for the people that are just now coming in, checking in, can you restate that good news that was mentioned earlier?
I am the newest member of the world-renowned Shalites with my godfather, Marshall Thompson. So I'm going to be touring as a Shalite, you know, and I get to close the show.
Oh man!
He's gonna turn me loose.
He's gonna turn you loose.
Yeah, and you know oh man, I can't wait with this orchestra that he has. You know, this is a wonderful thing because it's this we're going to be in front of like crowds of 20,000 to 40,000 people a night. Per night. I know little places. The places that we're getting ready to go now, and this group is headlining some of the biggest festivals in the world, not just in the United States, but in the world. So I told you, you'll see. Is
it the biggest audience that you've ever performed in front of?
Yes. Oh no, because we were in Spain. And this blew my mind. We were in Spain. It was televised. I have the video footage. I'll send it to you. We were on the ocean front in Maspalomas, Spain. I hope I said that correctly because they're gonna kill me if I didn't. And so and if you look around, as far as you could see, it's just people everywhere. So I want to say it was at least about 25,000 people. You couldn't even see as far as they were. But when I came on stage, it was nighttime, but you can see all of the cameras and the lights when they light up. It looks like a sea of candles. Unbelievable. And the people were screaming. It was crazy.
Oh wow!
I love you.
That's amazing. We have some people that are just chiming in again. This goes worldwide. So for some of the people that I see on my personal page that's in watching and showing you love, Stan, is of course we have Jermaine Hawthorne that's on right now that's saying it's amazing and blessings to you, brother. And
I see Jerry Jones. I saw Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones was over there with us too.
Oh, really?
Oh, Jerry Jones. He was in Poretta, Italy with me. As a matter of fact, he was with me last night here in Memphis because he lives here in Memphis.
On your page.
Yeah, I met him in Italy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And we've been friends ever since. And so he came and got me last night. We can kick it tonight too.
Y'all gonna have some fun tonight. We have Boss Man Music in the building. He's tuning in as well. Trish Love Benjamin is saying, my dad listens to your music, Mr. Mosley.
Wow. I'm looking at a lot of names. I can't even hardly see because I took my glasses off. Listen, thank you, everybody. I am so elated. I'm elated, and I'm very appreciative that you're chiming in to spend some time with me. It's just, oh man.
Oh man, this is
was that Eban or Emma? Was it Eban Brown?
Emma is
All right. I see you.
Blessings to you. Yes.
Thank you so very much. I genuinely appreciate it.
With you. Yes. You know, this journey is absolutely amazing when I can say, if I have an issue or questions about this industry, I can pick up the phone and call my friend, my dear mentor, Stan Mosley. And I just thank you for you being you always. Always. I'm still waiting on our duet. We have to do one. We have to.
We're going to do one. Yes. We're going to do one.
Yes. So, I just see so much greatness. To see you perform and to hear your music. I can feel passion in each note that you sing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
If someone wants to find Stan Mosley's music, where can they find your music?
Just type my name in your search engine, Stan Mosley. Anything you want to know about me, just type in Stan Mosley. StanMosley.
And you might as well download each and every one, and don't do it on your phone because it will overload. So make sure.
14 albums.
14 albums.
A lot of music, a lot of good music. You know, I want to say that it's good music. So,
amazing music and more to come. So, I just want to say thank you so much for just being a vessel in more ways than one in my life. I'm giving you your flowers now because you are absolutely amazing. You have been real for me and Howard from day one. You put me in the hands of people like I never would have been Chicago if it wasn't for you.
Wow.
Thank you, reaching out and calling Casper. May he rest in peace. And
I sent you to a legend.
You've
I
done.
sent you to a legend.
Yes, you sent me to a legend. And
yeah, he's no longer with us, but God bless his soul. You know, he took care of you, didn't he?
He sure did. We stayed at his house. He took care of us. He made sure we ate good. He showed us around. It was amazing. He's a genuine soul. And I just, you've seen so many people. You work with so many people. Is there anyone that you would like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
No. All the people that I really would like to work with no longer here. And hey, I haven't seen anything or anybody that I would want to work with.
Do you think music has changed in the years? Do you think that it lacks the luster that I consider myself as being a true soul singer, R&B singer. Can you just elaborate a little bit on that, on how you feel how the music has transitioned through the times?
I certainly can. Music has changed because music is supposed to change. Music evolves. Depending upon the mindset of the individuals that are making the music is what you're going to get. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, I did.
It depends upon the mindset of the individuals that are giving you the music. And it depends upon the people that are in position to let that music come to you, what you're gonna get. So like if you got the type of music where they're calling people out of their names and that kind of stuff like that, it's a purpose and a reason for them allowing that type of stuff to feed into your system and into your soul. I don't care what anybody says. When you allow that kind of stuff, it causes. When I grew up, we heard about people singing about love. You hear me?
That's right.
We heard about people having a good time. We didn't hear nothing about nobody pulling out no Glocks. Well, they didn't have Glocks way back then. But we didn't have people singing about calling people female dogs and all that other kind of stuff. That's poison.
That's right.
So when you allow poison to come into the system, then it creates division. And so
that's one thing for sure that I, as a songwriter and a songstress, like to embody. I sing everything about love, and I love what love stands for. And I grew up on love. You can call me a balladeer. I'll take it. I'll take that, because one thing for certain, going back, my grandkids can be proud of what their Meemaw sung. I don't. That's just who I am, and to me, it comes across easily because I live it.
Well, I had an opportunity to work with one of the greatest producers in the world. he was with Philadelphia International Records, and the group that he started out working with was the Delphonics. His name is Bobby Eli. He's worked with everybody from Teddy Pendergrass to Billy Paul to Harold Melvin's Blue Note to Patti LaBelle to Wilson Pickett to, I mean, just everybody. He picked up the phone and called me via Facebook some years ago. And he said, Stan, I want to record you. I said, man, stop playing with me. He said, no. He said, I know exactly what you need. He said, your voice. I know what you need. He said, you were with that record company down south and stuff. He said, those some really nice songs that you had. And he said, but they don't know what to do with you. He said, we had Teddy Pendergrass, the OJs and stuff. He said, you have that kind of voice. We know what to do with you. Come to Philadelphia. I thought he was playing until I went to Philadelphia. And he started recording me, and we managed to get like 5 songs into the album, and he got sick and they put him in the hospital, and he lived for another 2 years, but he never got out of the hospital. He was in the hospital for 2 years and he passed away. So we had to finish the album with some other producers, a brother Frank McKinney down in Duluth, Georgia, and Paul Richmond in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, so but Bobby Eli helped revive my career to a point. Yeah, that was my Soul Resurrection album. Some of my greatest music is on there.
Oh, y'all pull up Soul Resurrection. Pull
Soul
that up.
Resurrection, man. I got a song on there called My Problem, but I got one that's called Sentimental Journey that's gonna blow you away. And then I got the one that Frank McKinney did talking about Baby Can I Get It? No, I mean Lawrence Harper. I'm sorry. Lawrence Harper. Baby Can I Get It? So, Lord, so I'm
well, I will say, I want to just thank you so much. This 30 minutes have flown by. And I want to say, I know, right? I want to say thank you so much for being my guest today on my first legendary edition episode of Soul to Soul. Sit down with your girl, the lady Songbird Jinda. And I just want to say in closing, would you like to say any closing remarks to listeners out there or something that's on your mind?
First of all, I want to thank you for having me. Thank you so very much for giving me the platform to be able to speak to the people. And then to the people, I want to say this. Thank you so very much for tuning in, you know, and finding out a little bit about me. Those of you that already know about me, thank you for hanging with me. And some more great things are getting ready to happen. So just stick around, watch, man, and continue to stay with me. I love you all.
Wow. Oh, yes. In closing, you know, I like to always say it is okay to support another artist. I promise you, in doing that, you will not dim your shine. Y'all have a blessed week, and I'll see you next Thursday on Soul to Soul Sit Down. Peace and blessings.
Outstanding. And Mr. Mosley, I invite you to tune in tonight on Coast to Coast with Wild Will and Hostel Howard. We will be playing your music tonight.
What time?
That's 8 p.m. on the East Coast, and I'll send Jinda the link so you can listen in. All right?
Okay, I'll do that. I will do that.
It's been a pleasure. I've been hanging on every word you were saying. I've enjoyed it. The audience enjoyed it. Welcome and thank you, Jinda. Another
thank you so very much.
Thank you. Bye. Happy birthday, Sula.
Jinda said happy birthday.
Hey,
she said thank you.
Outstanding. Hey, let's close it out with this one. Trainwreck.
You try so hard to deny it. Deep down, you know you wanna move on. It's so keeps on saying.